Hello. Welcome to studentlearning.in, your e-learning buddy. Welcome back to our channel, guys. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to join the family.
Today class agenda is HBase command in big data. So there is lot of HBase command in terms of big data. That means there is lot of DDL command, there is lot of DML commands. So start with create command in HBase. So with the help of this command, you can create a table using this command. Here you can must specify the table name and the column family name. For this we can simply write create table name and mention the column name as per your requirement. For example, in this scenario, just create a table and table name is EMP, and this table has two column families. First column family name is personal data and second column family name is professional data, and there is one more column, the column name is row keys. So in this scenario there is a three column. First row key, second one is personal data. Personal data is a column families and professional data is another column family. For this we can simply write create table comma, just mention the column family 1 and mention the column family 2 like personal data and professional data. And after that we can just verify or we can check the verification, the creation. For this what we can do, we can just type list command. With the help of this command we can check this table is created or not, right? So there is a very simple command in terms of list command. List is the command that is used to list all the tables in the existing HBase system. For this just simply type list on the command prompt of HBase. Next is very important command, that is disable command. With the help of this command we can change the setting of table, or you need to first disable the table using the disable command. You can re-enable it using the enable command. That means suppose your table is disabled, so you can enable your table with the help of enable command. So syntax of disable command is very simple. Just write disable and mention the table name. Suppose your table name is EMP. In this scenario just write disable and mention the table name EMP. Next command is underscore disable command. This command is used to find whether its table is disabled or not disabled. For this what we can do, we can just write is underscore disable and mention the table of the name. So this command verify whether the table name EMP is disabled. If it is disabled then it return the true, if not that means it return the false values. So just write is underscore disable and within the code EMP. Suppose EMP is already disabled or enabled, that means it returns true or false. Next command is disable underscore all command. This command is used to disable all the tables matching the given prefix. For example, suppose there is lot of tables which start with A like Amit, Anil, Anik, Animesh and Anu. Suppose I want to disable all the tables whose name start with A. What we can do for this, just write disable underscore all within a code A dot star. In this scenario, with the help of this code, we can disable all the tables whose name start with A. There is another scenario. Suppose there are 5 tables in HBase like Amit, Anil, Anik, Animesh and Anu. So with the help of this code disable all, we can delete or we can disable all the tables whose name start with A and N. For this what we can do, we can simply write disable underscore all within a code an dot star. That means with the help of this command we can disable all the tables whose name start with A N. Another important command that is called enable command. Suppose your table is by default disabled in some different scenario. So how to enable your tables? For this we can just write or we can use enable command. The syntax is very simple. Just mention the enable and within a single code mention the name of the table. For example, suppose your table name is EMP. For this what we can do, we can just write enable within a code EMP. So now your EMP table is enabled. Next command is underscore enable command. this command is used to find whether a table is enabled or not enabled. The syntax is very simple. Just write is underscore enable and mention the table name. For example, suppose your table is EMP. For this, just write is underscore enable and mention the EMP within a code. So the following code verify whether the table name EMP is enabled. If it is enabled, that means it returns true. If not enabled, that means it returns false. Next is very important command like the describe command. With the help of this command, basically we can return the description of the table. That means all the properties, name, rights. So for this there is simple command. Just mention describe and within a code mention the table name. For example, your table name is EMP. So just mention describe and mention the table name EMP. So with the help of this command, we can show all the description of EMP. That means how many columns, how many column families. Next is alter command. Alter is a very important command in terms of Hive, in terms of HBase. So in this scenario, alter is the command. Basically, it is used to make changes to an existing tables. And second one, using this command, you can change the maximum number of cells of a column families. Third, with the help of set and delete table scope operation, you can delete a column family from a table. That means with the help of alter command, you can changes on existing tables, or you can change the maximum number of cells in a column family. You can delete the column family with the help of alter command. So there is a lot of function and lot of syntax in case of alter command. Suppose I want to change the maximum number of a cell of a column family. So what we can do for this, we can simply write alter within a code T1 name arrow F1 version, that is file. In this scenario, there is a simple example. Suppose your table name is EMP. For that, you can simply write alter, mention your table name and mention your column family like personal data and also mention the version like 5. This is the first scenario of alter command. Second one, suppose I want to change table scope operator using alter command. So you can set or you can remove table scope operator such as maximum file size, read only, memory store flush size and deferred log flush size. That is a property of alter command in terms of table scope operations. For this, there is a first scenario. Suppose I want to change the status of your table, just read only. So what we can do for this? We can just write alter T1 comma read only. Read only is your option. Suppose we have made the EMP table read only. So EMP is your table name. For this, what we can do? We can simply write alter within a code, mention your table name and also mention the scope operations, that is read only. So with the help of this command, now your table EMP is read only. That means the write operation is not allowed on your table EMP. There is another scenario. For this scenario, removing table scope operations, we can also remove the table scope operation with the help of this command. For example, to remove maximum file size from EMP table. For this, just mention alter single quote your table name, method and also mention the method name. And name, that means maximum file size. We can also delete a column family with the help of alter command. For the syntax is very simple. Just mention alter within a code, mention the table name, also mention the delete properties and mention the column families. For example, suppose I want to delete a professional column family from your table employee. So what we can do for this? We can simply write alter within a single quote name of your table, like suppose your table name is employee, then mention the name like employee, comma, delete operation and also mention the column families. So professional is your column families. Next command is exist command. This is a very important command in case of HBase. So you can verify the existence of a table using this command. The syntax is very simple. Just write exist and mention the table name. Suppose your table name is student. I want to check the student is exist or not. What we can do for this? Just write exist and within a quote mention the table of name. So for this example, exist single quote students, the answer is pretty much clear. That means table student does not exist. That means this table is not available in your HBase warehouse. Next command is drop command. Using this command, you can delete a table. So before dropping a table, you have to disable it. That means first you have to disable the table. After that, you can use drop command. So syntax is very clear. Just mention disable and mention the table of name. Suppose I want to drop a table name EMP. So what we can do first, disable the table using disable command. Just write disable and mention your table name. Suppose your table name is EMP, so just write disable and EMP. After that, we can write drop and EMP. For this command, just check the table name is exist or not. What we can do for this, we can just type exist command with your table name. Suppose your table name is EMP, so just write exist EMP. So you can see table EMP does not exist because EMP table is already deleted with the help of drop command. Next is very important command, that is drop all command. So with the help of this command, you can drop all the tables with the help of matching syntax or matching prefix. For example, suppose I want to delete all the tables whose name start with T. So what we can do for this, just write drop underscore all T dot star. That means with the help of this command, we can drop all the tables whose name start with tree. There is one more precaution in case of drop all command. Before dropping a table, you must disable it. Suppose there is a scenario. In this example, there are tables named Amit, Anil, Animesh and Ani. First, we can check with the help of list command. So there is 4 tables, Amit, Anil, Animesh and Anik. So I want to drop all the tables whose name start with AN. So just write disable underscore all within a single quote AN dot star. So there is table Amit, Anil, Animesh and Anik. So there is an option, disable the above 4 tables, yes or no. Suppose just press yes. So 4 tables successfully disabled with the help of drop all commands with option AN dot star. So you can see these tables are successfully dropped. So next command is create data command. So in terms of HBase, this is a very important command because in terms of HBase, there is a column family and column families is always depend on columns and column is always depend on cell. That means we can put or we can add the cell values in terms of HBase. So in this scenario, create data command is first command. So with the help of this command, you can create a data in HBase tables. So there are multiple methods, that is put methods. There is a add methods of put class. There is a put method to htable class. Suppose first we can use put method to create data in HBase. For this, we can simply use put and then mention the table name within a quote. After that, we can mention rows. After, mention column families and column name, and after that mention the values. This is a simple syntax of put command. For example, suppose I want to insert the first row in table EMP in terms of personal data. So what we can do for this, just write put and mention the table name. Suppose your table name is EMP. After that, mention the row ID. Row ID is 1. After the mention column families. So column family is personal data and mention the column name like name. After that, mention the value of name, that is Nitin. Nitin is a cell values. Similarly, we can add the data of second column of first column family. What we can do, we can just write put employee 1 is a row ID, personal data is a column families, city is a part of personal data column families, that means city is a column, and Delhi is a value of cell, that means the city is Delhi. Similarly, the enter of data with another column families, this time the column family name is professional data. What we can do for this, we can simply write put the mention of table name like EMP, 1 is a row ID, professional data is a column family, designation is a column, manager is a cell values. Similarly, we can add the value of salary of professional data column families. 1 is a row ID, employee is a table. So just write put EMP 1 professional data colon salary, that is 70,000. Now next command is very important command, that is called update data. I think you all are pretty much familiar with update command in terms of Hive, in terms of RDBMS, but in case of HBase, you can update an existing cell values with the help of put methods. For this, syntax is very simple. just write put and mention the table name and mention the row, and after that mention column families, column names and new values. So you can change the cell values or you can replace the cell values with the help of this command, means update command. Suppose there is a table in HBase called EMP with the following data. Suppose your table name is EMP, so first we can scan the table with the help of scan command. So just write scan within a code EMP, scan and EMP. Just after that the result shows on this command like rows, column plus cell. So you can see there is a one row and two column families like personal and professionals, and the values of first column families like Nitin and Delhi, and the value of second column families like professional, like in terms of designation and salaries is manager and 70,000. This is the result of table EMP in terms of column families, columns and cell values. So what we can do, we want to update the city values of employee name Nitin to Mumbai. That means I want to change the value of the employee whose name is Nitin. So what we can do for this, just write put, mention the table name, row, personal city, personal is a city, Mumbai. So we can first check like scan command. Before using the scan command, with the help of this command, we can change the data of personal, that means personal is a column family and city is a value of column and value is a Mumbai. So with the help of scan city, scan EMP, just using scan EMP command. So you can see the row 1 and column family is personal, personal and professional, professional, and there are two columns name and city in case of personal, and there is a two column designation and salary in case of professional families. So you can see the value is Nitin in terms of name and city is changed Mumbai. The previous value is Delhi, now Delhi is now changed to Mumbai. So with the help of put command, you can update the cell values with respect to column families. This is a very important command in case of HBase. Now next command is very important, that is reading data. So in terms of reading data, there is a most important command that is called get command. The get command and the get method of HTable class are used to read data from a table in HBase. For this, we can simply write get and mention the table name and after mention the rows. That means you can read data as per your requirement. Suppose you can read the data of row 1. So just mention get and mention the table name and mention the row. For example, suppose you want to read the data of row 1. What we can do for this, we can simply type get EMP, 1. So with the help of this command, we can just read the data of row 1 like this. In this scenario, there is a two column families personal and professionals, and there is a two columns of personal family data, that is city and name, and there is a two column in case of designation column families, that is designation and salary. So with the help of this command, you can see the data is show only first columns, not entire the tables. This is a very important command. Next, reading the data with respect to a specific column. For this scenario, the put command or get command is play a very important role, especially get command. So with the help of get command, we can simply write get table name, row ID and mention the column families in respect to columns. Suppose I want to read the data of column family personal with respect to column name. What we can do for this? Just write get and mention the table name. Suppose the table name is EMP and then mention the row 1 or row and mention the column family like personal column name. So after that you can see the result is very clear. Your data is displayed in terms of column families personal and column is name. So just mention the value of name of column family personal and row is 1. This is a very important command.
Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your questions in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Student Learning. Check out more courses from us and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, basically everywhere. The link is always in the description. We will be back with more lectures. Stay tuned and have a good day. Bye.